Welcome to Logic Insight, the home of mind-blowing facts, fascinating stories, and curious mysteries. Christmas is undoubtedly a time for family, festivities, and food. We all know it wouldn't be Christmas without turkey, stuffing, and cranberry sauce. But what about blood sausage, mince pies, and a spit-roasted pig? From Ethiopia to Estonia, here are 20 traditional dishes from the world's festive feasts. But we will divide this video into two parts. So let's start the first part. 1. Poland's barszcz. The Polish have their traditional Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve. Known as Wigilia, this feast consists of 12 different dishes and desserts to represent the 12 apostles. A mix of meat, fish, and vegetarian dishes. Wigilia traditionally begins with barszcz. Barszcz is a sour soup made primarily from fermented beetroot, wild mushrooms, and vegetable broth. It is served with small dumplings called uska, meaning little ears that have been stuffed with a mix of mushrooms and fried onion. 2. Iceland's laufabrauð. Laufabrauð, or Icelandic leaf bread, is a thin, circular fried bread decorated with leaf-like geometric patterns. A simple dough is made with flour, butter, milk, and sugar before being kneaded and rolled out as thinly as possible. The dough is then fried in hot oil, resulting in a crispy, cracker-like texture. The bread's unique decoration is created with a laufabrauð yarn, a small rolling tool, and then intricately folded. Traditionally, the decorating would be a family undertaking where all generations can come together and participate. 3. Norway's nissegrøt. Did you know Norwegian Christmas has its own version of Santa Claus? He's called fjøsnisse, and instead of cookies and milk, you give him nissegrøt. Nissegrøt is a rice pudding made with milk, butter, and cinnamon. A bowl is given to fjøsnisse so that he will look after your barn animals and stay out of mischief. For everyone else, nissegrøt is served between breakfast and dinner on Christmas Eve. But remember, a single almond is hidden in one of the bowls, and if you find it, you win a marzipan pig. 4. Portugal's lampreia de ovos. Portugal is famous around the world for its egg-based desserts, their legendary pastel de nata custard tart being one of them. But what do you get when you combine 50 egg yolks, sugar syrup, and almonds? Well, for the Portuguese, you'll get a bright orange Christmas dessert that looks like a lamprey. The lamprey fish has a long and important history in Portugal. It was the most affordable red meat replacement for the poor and hungry for hundreds of years. So in honor of this eel-like fish, families across the country recreate its likeness into a celebratory dessert. 5. Denmark's brunede kartofler. Having a form of potato on the Christmas table is a must. We are familiar with roasting, mashing, and making them into salads. But have you ever had them caramelized? In Denmark, it is more traditional to peel, boil, and coat your potatoes in a mixture of hot butter and sugar. After being submerged in this hot caramel bath for around 10 minutes, the result is slightly brown, sugary sweet, golden nuggets of pure joy. 6. Brazil's farofa. For Brazil, Christmas dinner doesn't begin until late on Christmas Eve. It typically includes many separate dishes, such as roast turkey, garlic kale, and potato salad. However, there is one recipe that always makes an appearance: farofa. Similar to Western-style stuffing, farofa is a breadcrumb-like mix of toasted cassava flour dripping with butter and garlic. But just like our stuffing, everyone and their grandmother has their own unique take on its exact recipe, adding things like bacon, bell peppers, and fruit. 7. Colombia's natilla. Natilla is a sweet, custard-like dessert that is a popular part of a Colombian Christmas dinner. It can either be served alone or alongside buñuelos, a kind of cheese fritter, and hojuelas, a dish of fried dough. The key to a traditional natilla is panela. Made from sugar cane, panela is the sweet brown ingredient that gives natilla its caramel color and characteristic flavor. In some parts of Colombia, aguardiente liquor is added to provide an anise flavor. 8. Estonia's verivorst. Verivorst is the national dish of Estonia and a favorite amongst families at Christmas. Translated directly as blood sausage, verivorst is made of pork, barley, onions, allspice, marjoram, and pig's blood. Roasted together with potatoes and pieces of pork, these sausages are usually accompanied by butter, sour cream, and sauerkraut on the side. 9. South Africa's malva pudding. Malva pudding, or malva pudding, means marshmallow pudding in Afrikaans. This aptly named dessert gets its title based on its marshmallow-like texture and honeytone flavor. Although the origin of this sweet and spongy cake is unclear, it is obvious why so many South Africans adore it. Made with apricot jam and a dash of vinegar for extra caramelization, the pudding mixture is then baked before getting a final topping of cream sauce for extra gooiness. Bonus fact: Oprah Winfrey's personal chef served malva pudding at the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy's first Christmas dinner in 2006-10. Ethiopia's Doro Wat. Orthodox Ethiopians celebrate Ghana, Ethiopian Christmas, on January 7th. Before this, many begin a 43-day fast on November 25th, which is broken with a celebratory dish called Doro Wat. Doro Wat is a spicy stew containing meat, vegetables, and eggs served atop injera, Ethiopia's beloved fermented flatbread. The secret to the perfect Doro Wat is berbere, an Ethiopian spice mix including cardamom, fenugreek, and coriander mixed with lots of clarified butter. Thanks for watching. See you in the second part.